Benidorm entertained millions of loyal fans for over a decade, with its hilarious portrayals of British abroad. The beloved sitcom centered around the eccentric guests and staff of the Solana Hotel in the Spanish resort town of Benidorm. Through memorable characters and celebrity cameos, it provided endless laughs while cultivating a devoted following. As the series concluded its historic 10-season run, viewers wished to gain insight into the true stories and funny secrets behind the scenes. Join Factsverse as we delve into the most revealing secrets from those who brought the wonderful world of Benidorm to life. The Solana Hotel set section. Walking onto the set of the Solana Hotel, one could be forgiven for thinking they had stumbled into a real Spanish seaside resort. Nestled between Benidorm's sandy beaches and towering skyscrapers was a meticulously constructed facade that had been refined over a decade of filming. From the worn concrete floors of the lobby to the chipped blue and yellow exterior, no detail was too small to be overlooked by the design team. Visiting guests were gently nudged in the direction of the pool area, bar, and restaurant, just as they would be at a typical resort. It was here, amongst the sun loungers and palm trees, that the magic of British abroad comedy truly came to life. For the casts and crew, transforming the set into the bustling heart of the Solana came with its fair share of challenges. Weathering 10 British summers took its toll on surfaces, while maintaining the atmosphere of a hotel in perpetual need of repairs tested even the most dedicated prop master. Through it all, the ensemble remained dedicated to preserving the authentic aura they had spent years cultivating. From carefully curating the shelves of the mini market to subtly altering the signs and furnishings, no effort was spared to forever transport viewers back to the 1970s ambiance they'd come to know and love. While tropical storms and scheduling issues threatened to derail productions, the spirit of community saw the Solana set through its longest-running role to date. On location in Benidorm. While the Solana's interior was meticulously rebuilt on set, there was no substitute for filming along Benidorm's iconic landscape. Neptune's Bar, the rowdy heart of British revelry, was perfectly captured in its bustling beachside locale. Nearby boardwalks saw dignified strolls between Donald and Madge, just as in real life. Wandering the Mediterranean town's mazes of shops, cafes, and clubs also unearthed hidden gems for scenes. Whether scouting petitioner backdrops or simply enjoying downtime in the local community, cast and crew embraced Spanish hospitality. An extra spring in the step of locals hopeful for a cameo was understandable. Appearing alongside such comedic royalty was a once-in-a-lifetime thrill. Over the years, the town has warmly embraced its role in the show's success. Restaurants proudly advertise appearances by stars, while guides share filming anecdotes with fascinated tours. Even challenges like maneuvering equipment through narrow streets or noisy construction couldn't dampen enjoyment of picturesque vistas and tastes of Spain. The characters behind the characters. Of all the colorful characters that have graced the screens of the Solana, perhaps none are as vibrant as those brought to life by the skilled actors of Benidorm. For over a decade, this talented ensemble has breathed heart and humor into the beloved Brits abroad. From the scintillating sparkle of Crystal Hennessy Vass to the fiery ferocity of hotel manager Joyce Temple Savage, crafting unique personalities was no simple task. Actors pored over character biographies for clues to quirks, backstories, and what might push each individual's buttons. Mastering signatures from Madge Harvey's zinger-laden insults to Kenneth's flamboyant flair required diligent practice. Not without its challenges, too, were maintaining authentic accents while navigating punchlines or depicting unusual relationship dynamics. Through it all, the cast's commitment to nuanced portrayals shined through. Some recalled favorite scenes that saw characters at their most passionate or vulnerable, such as the explosive hotel brawl. From fresh-faced newcomers to mainstays who've been along since the beginning, the behind-the-scenes talent of Benidorm is why its eclectic inhabitants continue enchanting those lucky enough to call them friends. Celebrity cameos and special guests. As Benidorm grew in popularity over the years, renowned stars began clamoring for appearances on the iconic sitcom. Creator Darren Litton strategically deployed these high-profile guests weaving them into storylines with amusing results. Whether playing glamorized or disgruntled versions of themselves, celebrities embraced the chance to poke fun at their public personas. Dynasty star Joan Collins brought soaring glamour and biting wit as the cutthroat Solana CEO. Pop icons like Bananarama and Suggs of Madness effortlessly slipped into the party atmosphere of Neptune's bar. Behind the scenes, stars seemed to relish the hijinks of participating in such an irreverent comedy. Some tested their improv skills, delighting casts with off-script quips. Others observed rehearsals to master eccentric character nuances with care and comedic timing. The casts eagerly guided them through filming rituals and locations familiar to devotees but new to the guests. Unfortunately, not all unexpected moments made the final cut. Unused scenes revealed stellar performers diving into roles with uproarious abandon, unafraid to look foolish for the sake of laughs. Close calls and mishaps. Filming a TV show comes with risks, and over a decade in the sunny climate of Spain, Benidorm faced its fair share of close calls. Perhaps most infamous were Mateo's encounters with unruly animals during location shoots. One scene saw an over-exuberant canine co-star nearly drag the barman out of the ring despite elaborate safety precautions. Technical difficulties also provided their share of lighthearted terror, malfunctioning props near explosive spills, or bloopers requiring nanosecond thinking to avoid injury. Other incidents saw forces of nature attempt to rain on the Solana's parade. Sturdy staging and backup planning was needed to withstand surprise storms, unleashing cables and scripts to the wind. Sometimes even stable infrastructure sagged under Spain's sweltering summers, unveiling unexpected wrinkles in planned sequences. Through it all, the troupe adapted with quips and quick wit. Forgettable flubs were inevitably woven into subsequent episodes, while narrow escapes gave rise to backstage anecdotes. Season finale and farewell. After over a decade of hilarious hijinks, 2018 marked the bittersweet end of the beloved British sitcom. With the series finale, a significant chapter closed for its dedicated cast and production team who had come to view the Solana Hotel as a second home. Behind the scenes, emotions ran high as beloved co-workers reconciled with the fact that new adventures meant leaving the comfort zones which had served them so well for more than 10 years. From madcap humor to meaningful portraits of community, Benidorm had brought Brits together with hopeful messages of acceptance. Its timeless characters would surely continue delighting new generations who discover the show. Now it's time to hear from you. Where would you most want to go if you could visit one filming location in Benidorm? Let us know in the comments section below.